today I've come to Brook's Nature Reserve. This is a place where recently I taught my first workshop, so to speak. It was two of us doing it. It was voluntary, but we taught macro photography. To be honest, in doing it, it wasn't actually something I'd done a lot of before, and it was something I really fell in love with, especially this very spot. In a lot of my photography, there'll be a shot I have in mind, and this was one of the first places where my camera and I really delivered on what I had imagined, which is a rare thing. I'd envisioned a shot of a damselfly with two big bulging eyes, or a dragonfly, with a single blade of grass between its eyes, the way it was holding onto it. And when I took the shot that you see on your screen now, I got a bit lucky. It decided to wash its eyes just as I was getting it right, just as I dialed in my settings. And that's a shot that I'm really proud of, so automatically after doing that and falling in love with macro photography, I'm back. And now I want to get more and better dragonfly and damselfly shots. It's later on in the year now, it's a few months since I've taken that shot. Already walking through the gates to this little patch here, I've discovered a big change already. The dragonflies are a lot more active. There's a lot of paired dragonflies, a lot of fighting, a lot of feeding. There's a lot more going on. There's one just landed just there, actually, out of shot. But that wasn't something I saw when I was last here. I think when I was last here, I got shots of them just emerging, and I'll show that to you just now. So this was something that I took as I was here last time, and was predominantly the main activity for the dragonflies and damselflies. That was the main thing we saw them doing. So that shot of the dragonfly emerging was actually taken just down there. I don't know if you can see, just down there in the water. There was about 5 or 6 of them climbing up. And what they do is they spend, up until that point, their entire lives underwater and being top dog and just eating pretty much everything other than fish, obviously. And then they climb out and they hatch out, and they have to dry off for a couple of hours. And that means that you can spend all the time you want getting shots of those dragonflies. It's really quite an awesome thing to have found. But this time things are much more active. They're flying and fighting and doing all sorts, so hopefully I'll end up with a few different shots. Plus there's different species about, and I've already seen quite a few, so let's see what we can get, eh? So what I'm finding, having just had a quick look around, is that there seems to be a lot of red darters and another dragonfly that I haven't really had a chance to get a close enough look at yet. But what they seem to be landing on is this, I guess because it's warm, but to be honest, from a photographic point of view, that kind of makes for quite a good shot. I'm going to try and use these as what are called leading lines, so a line that leads you through the photo and into the dragonfly. So let's see what we can do. Right, so not the shot that I first said I was going to try and get, we'll do that next. But it did seem to give me a shot that's not 100% sharp, but one that looks like the dragonfly smiling. So I think that's a keeper if nothing else. Funkiest looking bug I think I've ever seen. I've absolutely no idea what it is. It's quite large as well. See if we can get you a look. Oh. There he is. Right, so I just realised that the sound had been out for a lot of what I was talking about when I was filming the mystery insect. So basically, to sum up, I've got a few photos of it, as I'll throw up on screen now, and it was doing some weird behaviour that I've not seen before. My best guess would be it's either looking for a place to lay eggs, or it's some way of feeding from the bark. I'm really not sure. There is someone that I know at Pulborough here that's really well known for knowing their bugs and knowing them well as well. So hopefully I'll run into her and be able to ask her what it is. Other than that, I reckon I've got some really good photos today. I've got some with really good light on it. I've got various angles, so I'm gonna have a play with them when I get home. It's been a good day, I think. It's been a good day. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you again soon. Since filming the video, there's been a little bit of a development. I've heard back from the lady at Pulborough that really knows her stuff, and she's come back to me with the fact that it's a wasp. It's from the family It's from this family. And initially, she thought it was a sabre wasp, which I initially had no doubts about. So, with sabre wasps, the female locates a horntail larvae in the pine trunk, and then uses her ovipositor, egg-laying tube. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm reading this from the email she sent me, quite obviously. Uses the ovipositor to drill through the wood and lay her egg in the larvae. The sabre wasp then hatches and feeds externally on the host, which is, it's quite lovely. Anyway, since that, I've looked into it a bit more, and it seems to be missing the signature white spots, which help to identify the sabre wasp. So we've been emailing, and we agree now that it's not a sabre wasp, but it is from that same family. So at the moment, we don't know what it is, which has left me quite excited, because my mind's running away with me and thinking new species and what have you, which is probably not true. It's probably just an invasive species that's not been recorded here or something. Or it might just be a really rare one. Anyway, it's something quite exciting. But for now, all we know it's one of them wasps. So yeah, very exciting, and a great way to end the day. Just tried to land on my lens, and it did make me jump.